Hello and welcome back to my channel, whichever channel you're looking at me on or listening to me on. It could be YouTube, it could be my website, it could be Vimeo, it could be anything. I wanted to share with you today the work that I do, because I've just got off a call with somebody who was like, oh my God, you do all that? And it's like, yeah, that's what an author coach is. And some of the things that I hear from clients and see happening with other authors is they're not getting the expertise and they're not getting the support and the guidance that they are paying for or that they're needing. So for me, as an author coach, not a book coach or a writing coach, that comes with what I do. I've been an English teacher, I've done university lectures, I've developed lesson plans, I've developed business strategies. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 22 years. And when you come and work with me, or you get your book published with me, you get all of my years of expertise and brilliance all wrapped up. Now, just to, this lady and I, we were talking about, I mean, she's fucking hilarious. Obviously, I wouldn't have anybody that's not funny in my life. Why would you? If it's not fun, don't do it. And we're discussing a book collaboration that we've got coming out in March next year. And when I told her that before my editors and typesetters, proofreaders, or any of my team, I've got a whole team behind me. It's not just Dawn. Before my team get to work on your manuscript, when you send it to me, I will read it. And as I'm reading it, depending on what kind of deal we've got going on, but I won't actually accept your manuscript until I've actually spoken with you and I found out what your book is about. Because those of you who have learned anything or seen anything from me will know that the books that I work on, they're actually contributing to human rights or social justice, or they're exposing something, or they're actually, for example, we're going to be discussing parenting with one book. We're going to be discussing menopause with another book. We're going to be talking about boobs in another book. And those of you who have seen my books and the books that I work on will see that there is a social... Oh, look at that bird. Ooh. There is a social aspect to all of my books. Now, when I read your manuscript, I read it 3 times. So the first time I read through it, I will be running it through my editing software with the parameters that I have set for my... Look at the birds! With the parameters that I've set for my publishing company. I want your voice to be heard. I want people that read your manuscripts to be able to hear you. I want them to see your arms waving, the smile on your face, the passion and the fire in your voice, and also the gentleness in your voice. That's the first time I read it through. I'll also be, while as I'm reading through it, I will be making notes on how you can actually use certain paragraphs as marketing. I'll be looking at how you can have spin-off products, create different product spectrums, how you can market yourself, and different ideas. There's a lady that I'm working with at the moment on a fabulous book. And as I was reading through her manuscript, I was like, ooh, this is a brilliant product. Suggested it to her. That's now becoming a thing. And this product is not just going to be used in business. It's not just going to be used in training. It's a fun game that people at all ages in schools, universities, business training, families can use. Okay, and this is what I do just on the first read through. The second read through that I do of your manuscript, I'll be looking at it. Okay, this needs going deeper. I need to know more about this. As a reader, I want to know more about this. You need to hook all of this together. What is your overreaching and how is this fitting into your business and your brand? The third time I read it through, I'm just reading it. Without the editor head on, without the marketing strategist and the brand expansion and the publisher head, I'm just reading it. And then I'm going, okay, how do I feel about this book as a reader? What is it leaving me with? What is it gifting me? So that's 3 times I will read your manuscript before we've even done anything with it. And then I will send it back to you. And so that's just your manuscript. We then actually start looking at how I'm going to position you. I will be writing articles about you. I'll be introducing you to people in my network, which I have carefully curated over the last 22 years. Now, one of the reasons why I'm so protective over who is in my space is because over the last 18 months that I've been publishing other people's books, I've been burnt a couple of times. I've had people who've given me the wax lyrical about everything that they want to be doing and how they're not just doing it for the title and this, that and the other. And then as soon as they've got their book published, that's it. They don't do anything with it. They only came to me for their international best-selling status. And then they abused my network. The thing is, when I allow you into my space to work with me and I introduce you to people in my space or I bring them on board for your book, that means that I've trusted you in my space. Okay, some of these people are some of the very big names. Some of them are at the top of their field. You won't see them. You won't see me connecting with them. It's all done behind the scenes. I will be making introductions for you. Okay, so we're looking at the marketing and how I can position you and what podcasts to get you on, what networks to get you into, what like news channels to get you on. So we'll be looking at all of that. And the thing is, I can introduce you to all of this. I can gift you all of this, along with your reusable press release, along with your social media graphics, which we create for you. We look at the psychology of your message to actually create a really, really powerful book cover. Okay, so there's all of that. And then obviously you've got your proofreading and then you've got your typesetting and then my 1 spacer to my 2 spacer. She's going to be uploading everything and making sure that we put you out on over 150 platforms, not just Amazon and not just Amazon America, on every single platform there is and library system. Okay, and you get to use all of these things that we gift you. And if you make a success out of it, you make a success out of it. But like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I'm getting even more selective on whose manuscripts I accept, because so far this year, just in the last 7 months, people I've been working on, I've said, no, I'm not publishing your manuscript. Because the other thing that we gift you is the international law guidance. I'm studying for a PhD in international law and social justice with Oxford University. Okay, my team have been working on books for a very long time. We have been reading a lot of books and we know about the law. I have been in publishing in one way or another, whether it's been newspapers, whether it's been websites, whether it's been magazines, new media. I have been dealing with the courtrooms and studying law in various different guises for quite a while now, for 22 years. And we are going to make sure that when we publish your book, there are no copyright infringements. We're going to make sure that there's no plagiarism. And the thing is, if you're not willing to listen to us, a team of experts, and you just want to listen to other people who have just published to Amazon and then just go, oh, I got an international bestseller, but I haven't made any money from it month on month on month, and you're willing to put copyright and plagiarism infringements in your book, good luck with the multi-million-dollar lawsuits that will come your way. They may not come straight away, but they will come, because when people read it, you never know who your book's going to land in front of. You just never know. And if you take my advice of finding your champions and contacting your champions, then you know what? That book will find those people who you've plagiarized and that you've copyright infringed. You just can't do it. So when you come to Dawn Publishing, when you come and work with me, we're gifting you a huge amount. We will do the proofreading. We do not include editing because it depends on your level of writing as to how much the editing will cost. Now, I'm a great writer. You know, I've been entered in for an award. I've won awards in business and entrepreneurship. I've been entered into an award for my latest book, Alpha, for outstanding writing. And, you know, we have high standards here. So if you've got high standards and you want to make a difference to humanity with your book, if you want to expose something, or you're a whistleblower, or you are someone who has a real burning passion about a subject that actually impacts people, and where it actually, like the one book that I'm working on at the moment, that we've just wrapped up this morning, it's going to unveil quite a lot. Let's put it that way. The books I write and the books I publish are powerful books. Okay, they are to give hope and courage to people. It is to establish you as a role model for other people. An inspiration is to position you as a keynote speaker. Everything that you invest with me, I expect you, if you follow the guidance and the coaching and you utilize everything I gift you, there is no reason why you should not 10x every single investment you make with me. I myself expect myself to 10x everything I invest. And if I can make money every month from the books that I write on the subjects that I write about, then so can you. I will give you all the information and all the guidance and all the tools you need. The only difference is you've got to choose to apply them. That's the only difference between my successful authors and the ones who you never hear from. The ones you never hear from, I've been in a situation where, do I still want to keep promoting these people? If they're not willing to promote themselves, why should I keep promoting them? Okay, so I am here to help you. I'm an author coach. Becoming an author means we help you build a business. An author isn't just somebody who wrote one book, or, I used to be a waitress, but I don't call myself a waitress anymore. I've served many, many meals. Just because you write one book at one point in your life does not make you an author. Although technically it does, because you publish something. Okay? But do not underestimate the power of being an author. You could very easily secure speaking gigs for $5,000. Okay? Whatever currency that is that you work in. I mean, unless it's pesos, you really don't want to be being paid 5,000 pesos, because that's just not very good currency to be paid 5,000 pesos. 5,000 sterling, 5,000 euros, $5,000, we're all good with that. But 5,000 pesos, probably not the best currency. Again, I advise you on currencies and how to have multiple income streams. Make money whilst you sleep. It's the best kind of currency there is. So, if you are looking to make an impact with your book, an impact in humanity, and you really do want to 10x your investment and actually have a successful career as an author, then come see me. Send me a message via my website, dawnbates.com/contact. The website at the moment, if you're watching this in August 2021, the website is going through a huge overhaul at the moment. So from September onwards, this is why I'm saying dawnbates.com/contact, because it's easier. Or you can contact me via Instagram, or send me a message through Facebook or through LinkedIn. And you can find me on LinkedIn, Twitter under Real Dawn Bates. You can find me on LinkedIn under linkedin.com/in/Dawn Bates. I think that's how LinkedIn do it. And you can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram under Real Dawn Bates. And the reason why I call myself Real Dawn Bates is because I like to keep it real. Okay, so let's go out there, let's go impact the world with some really powerful, really amazing books, and let's get you entered in for awards, because that's the other thing that I do. My team and I, we look at your book cover. We design book covers that are award-winning standards. We're not the Canva Chaos or your clip art malarkey. We actually design books that actually go out there and actually go, wow, they make people stop. So we will be looking at your manuscript, we'll be looking at your design, your artwork, and we'll be positioning you and entering you in for awards. I also don't take any of your royalties. You get paid your royalties every 3 months. I don't take your royalties. It's not my book. I didn't write it. You wrote the book. You created it. Therefore, you get paid your royalties. I make my money and I cover my costs on the coaching that I gift you. Okay? So, if you want to keep your royalties, which is also another way of holding you accountable, because you don't get paid unless you do the work. Okay? I am a boutique publisher. I am not a traditional publisher where I take all your money. I am also not the one who does all your sales. I will give you everything you need for you to sell your book and make money every single month, every single week, and every single day. But you have to put the effort in. Okay? It is more than possible, not only for you to 10x, but for you to 100x your investment if you do it properly. Okay? So depending on what level you're at, and what level you want to play at, dawnbates.com. Chat to you soon. Ciao, ciao.